Disclaimer: this video is created solely for informational purposes. Verify critical information from reliable sources. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to our channel, where books come alive on screen. Get ready for amazing wonders that inform, captivate, and spark your imagination. Join us in this literary journey where everything is an adventure. Shades of Red, The Norteños Saga, by Subject Soup. The Roots and Rebellion. Our story begins in the tumultuous 1960s, where the walls of California's prisons echo with the unrest of a divided world. Here, amongst the incarcerated, a group takes shape, born not out of ambition for power but as a necessity for survival against the dominant southern gangs. They call themselves Norteños, the Northerners, identified by the color red and the number 14, symbolizing their allegiance to the North and the letter N. The formation of the Norteños was a direct response to the challenges and threats posed by the established southern gangs. These Northern Californian inmates, predominantly of Hispanic descent, found strength in unity, forging a collective identity that transcended individual differences. Their emergence was a testament to the resilience and adaptability of marginalized groups in hostile environments. Amidst the oppressive atmosphere of the prisons, the Norteños' ethos and codes of conduct began to take form. Their loyalty to the North and to each other was paramount, a bond solidified by shared experiences and mutual protection. This period laid the foundational ethos of the Norteños, a blend of camaraderie, defiance, and an unwavering commitment to their newfound identity. Rise to power. As we move into the 1980s, the streets of Northern California become a canvas for the Norteños' expansion. The crack cocaine epidemic fuels their ascent, with money and power flowing through the veins of the underground. The Norteños' influence grows, but so does the violence, a dark shadow over the communities they inhabit. This era marks a pivotal shift in the Norteños' operations, from survival-based solidarity to organized criminal activity. Their involvement in drug trafficking, extortion, and violent confrontations with rival gangs escalates dramatically. The Norteños begin to entrench themselves in urban landscapes, becoming a formidable force in the criminal underworld. However, with power comes scrutiny. The gang's activities attract the attention of law enforcement, leading to a cycle of arrests and retribution. The communities caught in the crossfire bear the brunt of this turmoil, with many young men drawn into the gang's orbit, seduced by the allure of power and belonging in a world that seems to offer them little else. The hierarchy of shadows. Within the Norteños, a hierarchy takes shape, invisible to the untrained eye but as rigid as the walls that once birthed it. The elders command respect, and the younglings learn quickly that survival in this world means adhering to the unspoken rules. Above them all, the shadow of Nuestra Familia looms, a puppeteer in this intricate play of power. The gang structure, while seemingly chaotic, follows an unwritten code of respect and loyalty. The leaders, often veterans with deep roots in the gang's history, wield considerable influence both inside and outside of prison. Their decisions dictate the gang's direction, from territorial disputes to alliances and feuds. Yet, the hierarchy of the Norteños is not merely a chain of command, it is a reflection of a complex social structure born from necessity and survival. New recruits, often young and vulnerable, are drawn into the fold, seeking protection and a sense of belonging. The cycle of recruitment and indoctrination continues, with each new generation inheriting the legacy of their predecessors. Turmoil in the community. The Norteños are more than a gang, they are a phenomenon, leaving indelible marks on the neighborhoods they occupy. Families tremble at the violence that surrounds them, yet some see the Norteños as protectors, guardians of a forgotten class. Activists and community leaders rise, striving to offer a path away from the gang life, their voices a beacon of hope amidst despair. The impact of the Norteños on their communities is profound and multifaceted. While their criminal activities contribute to cycles of violence and poverty, they also provide a warped sense of order and identity in neglected areas. The gang becomes a fixture in the cultural and social landscape, with its members often viewed as products of their environment. Efforts to combat the influence of the Norteños involve a combination of law enforcement and community initiatives. social workers, educators, and former gang members joined forces, aiming to provide alternatives and opportunities for at-risk youth. These programs focus on addressing the underlying causes of gang involvement, such as poverty, lack of education, and systemic inequality, offering a glimmer of hope for change. The Iron Fist of Law. Law enforcement wages war against the Norteños, a battle that spills onto the streets. Operations are launched, leading to arrests and trials, a relentless pursuit to dismantle the network. Yet, each arrest, each conviction, seems only to deepen the resolve of those who remain, a cycle of resistance against what they perceive as an unjust system. The 1990s and 2000s witness a significant escalation in this conflict. Task forces and specialized units are formed, employing advanced surveillance and intelligence techniques. High-profile raids and crackdowns become commonplace, with the justice system inundated with cases related to the Norteños. Despite these efforts, the gang adapts and endures. The heavy-handed approach of law enforcement often breeds resentment and mistrust in the communities they aim to protect. The debate over the effectiveness of these strategies intensifies, highlighting the complex nature of gang intervention and the need for a more holistic approach. A cultural tapestry. The Norteños are not just defined by their crimes, but by their culture. Music, art, and tattoos tell the story of a people caught between worlds, their expressions a mix of defiance and pride. The color red becomes more than a symbol, it is their voice, their identity. Gang culture permeates through various forms of expression, becoming an integral part of the identity of its members. Music, particularly rap and hip-hop, echoes the struggles and realities of life within the Norteños. Tattoos, with intricate designs and symbols, serve as permanent markers of loyalty and personal history. The cultural impact of the Norteños extends beyond their immediate communities, influencing mainstream media and popular culture. Documentaries, movies, and books delve into the complexities of gang life, often portraying the Norteños in a nuanced light. These portrayals contribute to a broader understanding of the gang phenomenon, challenging stereotypes and inviting critical discourse. Changing tides. As the new millennium dawns, the Norteños adapt. Technology changes the game, and the old ways of the street evolve. The debate rages on how does one combat a problem so deeply rooted in societal issues. The answers are elusive and the future uncertain. The advent of the internet and social media brings new dimensions to gang operations and communication. The Norteños harness these tools for coordination and networking, expanding their reach and influence. However, this also opens new avenues for law enforcement to monitor and infiltrate their activities. The changing landscape of crime and justice presents new challenges and opportunities. Initiatives focusing on rehabilitation and reintegration gain traction, offering alternatives to incarceration. These programs aim to address the root causes of gang involvement, promoting education, employment, and community engagement. The road ahead. The story of the Norteños is not just a tale of a gang, it is a mirror to society's struggles, poverty, racial injustice, and the endless search for identity. As the world changes, so do the Norteños, a reminder that the roots of such issues run deep, and solutions are not found in the black and white, but in understanding the shades of gray that color the human condition. In this narrative, the Norteños stand as a complex symbol of resilience and tragedy, a chapter in the ongoing saga of the American street gang. The future of this story is unwritten, shaped by the actions and decisions of those within and outside the gang. It is a reminder that change is possible, but it requires a collective effort, understanding, and most importantly, a willingness to see beyond the red. This narrative blends historical facts with a storytelling approach, providing a glimpse into the multifaceted nature of the Norteños. It's important to note that this is a simplified version of their history, and the real story of the Norteños is much more intricate and nuanced. Thank you for diving into the world of words with us. If you had a blast exploring this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share the bookish love with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing adventures.